と無料だオメガはただ住むよけどそうよ朝リード細よろだオメガはただとまちぎれに見るジョージャムセロビールノワルにも重症総合ペジリリュー輝きそう流用がだおとどまちょすれじゃ気流はよのじゃりとめが流用はだおとすのがすばごじるはよのじゃくがれるのでまそぎが流用でごちよじのですそぎが胸はだ流用がごでもがぐぐがじまぬけどくとくばえ流用はだおびすもなげいむじゃじゃくなよめのめがげいむちでみじゅはきょばそよぎれるのでたるむのよぎめりとよぎとめにつれとぎれちゃじゃめにつれとめがぎじゅめにつれともちがだらりとげいげなだむどめりともりゅだにょ
What's up guys, this is RocketBot and welcome to another Steven Universe theory. This video has a few spoilers from the Summer of Steven, so go and get caught up before watching this video. Okay, so we all know Rose Quartz, who was the leader of the Crystal Gems and is also Steven's mom. We've all seen how she cares about the Earth and her friends and have heard of all the good things that she has done. However, recently we've also heard of some of the bad things that she did, such as keeping Bismuth bubbled in a lion without telling anyone.
You didn't even tell him. You bubbled me away and
him telling the others what actually happened. This is also not the only bad thing that she did. Apparently Rose was the one who shattered Pink Diamond and started the rebellion against Homeworld. Now, yes, I know that she was doing it for the good of the Earth and all that, but think about it. In Bismuth, we learn how Rose outright refused to even consider shattering a gem and how she stopped the breaking point from ever being used. But then who was the one that shattered Pink Diamond? Rose Quartz. Seems pretty hypocritical if you ask me. Also, Rose probably didn't need to shatter another gem, especially a diamond, to get her point across. What's up guys, this is RocketBot, and welcome to another Steven Universe theory. This video does contain spoilers for the 4th week of Summer of Steven, so go and get caught up before watching this video. In the 4th week of summer of Steven, we are introduced to Smoky Quartz, who is a fusion of Steven and Amethyst. We knew before that Steven could fuse with Connie in order to make Stevani, but we did not know that he could fuse with other gems. With the introduction of Smoky Quartz, many people have wondered who Steven will fuse with next. And today, I'm going to be going down the list of all the remaining possibilities. So, let's begin with Garnet. Now, since Garnet is already a fusion, we know that if she were to fuse with Steven, it would need to be under some severe circumstances. Why? Because she's arguably the strongest of all the crystal gems, and whenever the other gems need to fuse with Garnet, it's for making themselves feel stronger. And Steven doesn't really need to be strong because he already has Connie. Garnet is a very good role model to Steven, but I don't think that she'll be the next one to fuse with him, simply because I don't think Garnet would ever need to fuse with Steven unless they're in a very dire situation. I'd say the chances of a Garnet to Steven fusion are 5 out of 10. Up next, we have Pearl, the bird mom herself. Steven has always had a special connection with Pearl and vice versa, because we know that Pearl was in love with Rose Quartz, who was Steven's mom. Since Rose Quartz gave up her physical form in order to make Steven, Pearl has taken it upon herself to care for the only remaining thing that she has left of Rose Quartz, Steven. So it is pretty likely that Pearl would want to fuse with Rose again, although it would be a little awkward as Steven is not entirely Rose, and Pearl is like a mother figure to Steven. However, Pearl has always been the voice of reason in the group, such as how she wanted to teach Steven how to be strong in the real way in the episode Coach Steven.
And I want to inspire you, I want to be your rock, and when I talk it lights a fire in you.
In the episode Cry for Help, Garnet chooses to fuse with Pearl because Sardonyx has better control than, say, Sugilite. And it's because of Pearl, who is more calm than Amethyst, that allows Sardonyx to work as a good fusion. So Pearl has a pretty good chance of being the next one to fuse with Steven, so I would say about 7 out of 10 for Pearl. Next is Lapis Lazuli. Well, the only time Lapis has been fused thus far was with Jasper, and that didn't quite work out that well. So if Lapis were to fuse, it would have to be with a gem that she knows very well. And who better than Steven? Heck, of all people that Lapis knows, Steven is the only one that Lapis really seems to care about. Well, with the exception of Peridot, but that's probably since they've been living together at the barn. Still though, Lapis is not one to be very excited about the possibility of fusion, so even if it were with Steven, I'd still say the odds of that are fairly low. Let's say 4 out of 10. And then we have Jasper, who, well...
We can beat them if we stay together!
Yeah, Jasper only seems to want to fuse for power, and I don't think that'll go well with any gem, especially Steven. Not to mention that she's corrupted now, and unless Steven can find a way to uncorrupt her sometime soon, I don't think that this fusion possibility will work. It's probably around 2 out of 10. Although I would love to see Jasper turning a new leaf and possibly joining forces with the Crystal Gems, even though many of the gems would not be that fond of it.
Omega wa tada